my mother, Olga. She was a German Jew, small and intense, with eyes that seemed bigger than her whole body. Her arms and shoulders were words. Pfui! She never lost her accent or her sense of being European. Mozart and Beethoven, Jewish. Bagels, common. The Sabras, uncultured. She lit the candles for Shabbat. She looked at me. The past? You want to know about the past? When I first came here, it was springtime in the gallery. I felt reborn, intoxicated with the light, the flowers, narcissi, cyclamen, irises. The anemones were red, white and magenta. I wanted to take them in my arms and pour them all over the world. Cover the hatred of centuries with flowers. Yeah. But I joined the army, sweated in the sun, and followed orders. Mother, you took their land. Yeah, it was legal and it was necessary. To dispossess the Arab residents, yeah, so we could settle our brothers and our sisters. You broke their hearts. They were nomads in the desert. Their homes were made of cow dung. There was no race called the Palestinians. We didn't take their land away from them. They didn't exist. Saturdays at my grandmother's, gefilte fish and roll-up herring. My grandmother had hair like steel waves, eyes of fiery intent. She was quite frail when we last spoke. I lived on the same kibbutz as David Ben-Gurion. He was David Green then, very handsome, an intelligent young man who spoke several languages. He spoke Arabic? No. Why would he speak Arabic? I'll never forget what he said to us. Your cause is righteous. In every generation arises enemies to destroy the Jews, but the Lord protects us from their hands. There is no question as to whether a reaction is necessary to the Arab or not. It is just a question of time and place. Blowing up houses is not enough. What is necessary is cruel and strong reactions. We must be precise in time, place and casualties. Even if we know the family, we must strike mercilessly, women and children included. Otherwise, the reaction is inefficient. At the place of action, there is no need to distinguish between the guilty and the innocent. My father. A cold morning in Jerusalem, the wind biting into my shirt. My father was sipping wine and eating olives. He looked serious and thoughtful, and I waited. Son, the Arab is a good, obedient creature, as long as he is not incited and no one puts ideas in his head. He just has to understand who the master is, that's all. We live in a mad country, so let's show the world we are mad, dangerous beasts, not quite sane. We must intimate that we will, if necessary, burn oil fields, drop nuclear bombs, torture and maim. Then the goys will know to tread carefully around us, or we will lash out from our lair like crazy dogs. That's all. They will not want to anger the wounded animal. You must understand, Nathan, that in the warmest of hearts, there is always a cold spot for the Jews. Why write books and play violins when if we'd expelled all the Arabs we would be 25 million people and hold the land from the Suez Canal to the oil fields? Culture, who needs it? When we have settled the land, all the Arabs will be able to do about it is to scuttle around like the lice in their children's hair. I met a cousin of my mother's at a family wedding. He was a rabbi. My childhood, my stomach stretched and strained, pleading for food. Shit running down my legs as the Nazis searched the cellar. Humiliation as they hauled me from under the sack and loud, obscene laughter as they threw me on the truck. The labor camps. The useless, repetitive work, always hungry and either too cold or too hot. The shouting, the bellowing, the insults. Too many words in Israel remind me of my childhood. The only good Arab is a dead Arab. Arabushi, dirty Arabs. The Nazis called us dirty Jews. Closed areas. I hear ghettos. The Arab is a two-legged beast. I hear Untermenschen. Cleansing. The word was a holy healing cry to cleanse the soul, to clear out sin. Too many words in Israel remind me of my childhood. I remember one night in Munich, mad, crazy, frightening night when men in boots burned synagogues, smashed windows, looted shops. They killed over 90 people. They killed my dog. They put thousands of people into concentration camps. They burned books. They burned books. I remember Kristallnacht. In Auschwitz, there was a Jew who drove the truck taking the people to them. Every day he drove. And one day his mother was one of those people herded onto the truck. He put the truck in gear and he drove. He's over there with his wife. Drives the truck for the kibbutz now, full of avocados. For export only, best quality. My wife Rosa. You know my wife Rosa. Yeah. She's standing there next to your mother. Yeah. Rosa, Liebchen. Strong, handsome looking woman, yeah? Yeah. Sometimes in the night she cries. A helpless, shaking fit. I hold her and I fear her body will shatter into 1,000 pieces. I try to comfort her. I stroke the tattoo on her back. For officers only.